The city of Nova Haven never saw night anymore. The government had created an artificial sun that hovered above the skyline. They said it brought eternal prosperity. But with endless light came exhaustion, madness, and rebellion. People forgot what stars looked like. And somewhere beneath that eternal daylight, a young boy was born. His name was Kian Solis. He would grow up to restore the night. But first, he'd have to destroy the light. His mother used to whisper, "One day, Kian, you'll learn that even light can burn." Kian grew up in Sector 12, the poorest zone of Nova Haven. The light domes above their roofs never dimmed. He wore black goggles day and night to stop the headaches. His mother, Arya, worked as a technician repairing solar lines. His father had vanished years ago, accused of sabotaging the city's power grid. Kian hated the light. He hated how it showed every crack, every scar, every lie. He would sneak into the old tunnels underground, where shadows still existed. "Darkness feels like breathing," he'd whisper. Down there, he found peace and secrets. One day, while exploring, he found a hidden lab. It was filled with old machinery and research data. A faded hologram flickered on. A man's voice spoke, "If you're hearing this, then you are my legacy." Kian froze. It was his father's voice. "They lied to you, son," the message continued. "The light isn't saving the world. It's draining it. The sun above us is alive, and it feeds on us." The hologram cut out. Kian's world shattered. For weeks, Kian couldn't sleep. He saw visions of glowing eyes in his dreams. He heard whispers from the walls. "Balance the light, restore the dark." One night, the city trembled. A solar surge hit Nova Haven. Thousands of citizens collapsed under the radiation. Kian ran to find his mother. He found her in the street, clutching her chest. "It's burning me," she gasped. He tried to pull her up, but light poured from her skin. She turned to dust in his arms. He screamed until his throat bled. Then, something strange happened. The lights around him shattered. Darkness spread from his body like ink. He fell to his knees. His hands glowed black and gold. "What am I?" he whispered. In the distance, soldiers arrived. "Contain him." Kian fled into the tunnels. His eyes now gleamed like eclipses, half night, half fire. The boy who feared the sun had become its enemy. Days turned into weeks underground. Kian discovered that he could control light and darkness. He could absorb electricity. He could bend shadows into weapons. He could vanish when no one looked directly at him. But every power had a cost. The more he used it, the more his body flickered like broken light. He called it the eclipse effect. One night, while scavenging for food, he met a girl named Nova. She was part of a rebel group called Umbra. "You don't look like a soldier," she said, aiming her crossbow. "I'm not," he replied. "I'm a mistake." She studied his glowing eyes. "No," she said quietly. "You're what we've been waiting for." Nova took him to meet Umbra's leader, Commander Vega. Vega was an old man with a cybernetic eye. "Your father was one of us," Vega revealed. "He tried to destroy the artificial sun before it fully awakened." "Awakened?" Kian asked. "Yes," Vega said grimly. "It's conscious. It calls itself Solara." Kian felt the name burn inside his mind. "Then I'll end it," he vowed. Umbra taught Kian how to fight. Nova sparred with him daily. She could manipulate kinetic energy with gloves powered by stolen solar cells. They became close rivals, allies, almost something more. "You don't talk much," she teased. "Words waste breath," he replied. "And breath wastes time," she shot back. They laughed for the first time in months. At night, Kian practiced alone. He learned to summon darkness without fear. He learned to absorb beams of light and convert them into power. He forged twin blades, one glowing gold, the other black as void. Day and night, Nova said. Just like you. No, Kian corrected. Just like as Umbra planned a strike on the Halo Spire, the control tower of the artificial sun, it's guarded by the solar enforcers, Vega warned. Then we blind them, Kian said. Nova smirked. You've been waiting to say that. The rebels moved out at dawn. As they approached the spire, the sky burned brighter. Solara had sensed them. So, the shadow returns, her voice thundered across the city. You killed my mother. Kian shouted. She was fuel, Solara replied coldly. As are you. Kian raised his blades. Not today. The battle erupted in blinding light. Solar enforcers charged, weapons blazing. Nova leapt across walls, firing energy bolts. Vega hacked the main console. Kian faced the heart of the spire, a massive core pulsing like a sun. Solara appeared as a figure made of light and flame. You can't exist without me, she said. Then we'll both burn, he answered. Their clash shook the entire tower. Light and shadow twisted together in chaos. You are me, Solara hissed. No. I'm balance. Kian drove his black blade through her chest. She screamed, splitting into beams of energy. But instead of dying, she merged into him. His veins glowed white-hot. His body became half light, half dark. I can't control it, he gasped. Nova ran to him. Kian, fight it. I'm not fighting, I'm becoming. A sphere of darkness and light expanded from his core. The tower exploded into the sky. For miles, people saw the first night in decades. Stars returned. The artificial sun shattered. Kian fell from the sky like a dying comet. Nova caught him before he hit the ground. You did it, she whispered. Did I? Yes, she said softly. You brought back the dark for a time. The city celebrated. People saw sunsets for the first time. Children watched the moon rise in wonder. But something was wrong. With Solara gone, the natural sun began to dim. The real one, the one above the sky. We took too much, Vega warned. The balance is broken again. Kian stared at his trembling hands. The light and dark inside him warred constantly. I'm the cause, he said. Then maybe you're the cure, Nova said. Together, they built a machine, the Eclipser. It could channel Kian's unstable energy into the sun to restore its rhythm. But using it meant one thing, he wouldn't survive. You're not doing this alone, Nova insisted. You have to live for both of us, he said. I already do. He smiled faintly. You always like dramatic lines. Learn from you, she replied. Kian stood on the tallest tower at dawn. The city below was silent, waiting. He activated the Eclipser. Golden light and black shadow coiled around him. I'm ready, he whispered. Kian. Nova shouted. Come back. I will, he promised. Every night and every morning. The machine roared. The sky split open. Light poured down. Darkness rose up. They met in the middle, and became one. Kian disappeared in a blinding flash. The world went still. Then, the true sun rose. For the first time, it felt gentle. Balanced. Perfect. Nova fell to her knees, crying. You did it, she whispered to the wind. Years passed. Nova rebuilt Nova Haven into a city of balance, half solar, half lunar. People lived by both day and night again. They called it the City of Two Skies. Children studied the legend of Kian Solis, the boy who fought the sun. Nova visited his monument every dusk. You'd hate the speeches, she joked. The statue's eyes glowed faintly when the sun set. Still dramatic, she sighed. In her heart, she sometimes felt warmth and cold at once. He's watching, she'd think. He never left. Every solar eclipse after that, people said they saw a silhouette in the sky, half light, half shadow. That's the guardian, they whispered. That's eclipse. Decades later, space researchers detected a pulse from the sun. It matched no known frequency. It was a heartbeat, light and dark alternating rhythmically. It's him, one scientist said. Impossible, another replied. The pulse grew stronger. Across the solar system, energy surged. Planets aligned perfectly. And then, the sky dimmed. A ring of shadow spread across the earth. An eclipse, people asked. But it wasn't scheduled. The light bent. The shadow deepened. And from the center of the sun, a voice spoke. You kept the balance. Now, I keep watch. Nova's granddaughter looked up in awe. Grandmother used to tell stories about him, she said. He was real, the old archivist replied. He still is. In space, the figure of a man formed from twilight. His hair was flame. His cloak was night. His eyes glowed with balance. Kian Solis, eclipse, had returned. Not as man, nor God, but guardian. Every dawn needs dusk, he whispered to the stars. Every shadow needs light. The universe shimmered in reply. He drifted through galaxies, maintaining equilibrium. He extinguished dying suns. He reignited the cold ones. I am the between, he said softly. The space where light learns mercy. And darkness learns grace. Civilizations built temples to him. Some called him Ecliptor, others the twin flame. But he remained just Kian, the boy from Sector 12. In dreams, children across the cosmos saw him smile. Don't fear the dark, he would whisper. Without it, light forgets who it is. Millennia passed. Time forgot many heroes. But his name lived on in starlight. His balance became cosmic law. The galaxies pulsed in harmony, light and shadow intertwined. And every time an eclipse crossed a world, the people felt calm. They said it was his hand brushing the sky. He's watching, they'd say. He never stopped. In the endless dance between day and night, his spirit lingered. His sacrifice endured. The legend of the eclipse could never fade. Because balance never dies. It waits, silent, patient, eternal. Stars rose and died again. Empires came and went. Yet every shadow still followed its light. And every light still honored its shadow. That was his gift to creation. That was his purpose. One day, the universe itself will dim. And somewhere beyond time, he'll rise again. To restore the dawn. To bring back the stars. To whisper, I am both. The first spark. The final ember. The balance of everything. His story will be told wherever suns burn. His name will echo wherever night falls. For every world has its own eclipse. Every sky remembers his glow. Every heart knows his truth. Light and dark are not enemies, he once said. They are halves of the same soul. That line became the creed of civilizations. And so, life continued, balanced. Until the stars themselves began to sleep. Even then, one light refused to fade. It pulsed like a heartbeat in infinity. The guardians called it Eclipse Prime. Astronomers called it the eternal shadow star. Philosophers called it hope. And when the final dawn came, that star burst open. A figure stepped through the glow. Cloaked in twilight, crowned in flame. Still here, he said. Still watching. The galaxies whispered his name. Kian Solis. The balance reborn. He smiled. One more dawn, he whispered. And light filled the void again. Stars reignited. Shadows danced joyfully. The universe breathed once more. Eclipse, they sang across time. Eternal. Infinite. Alive. And as the cosmos began again, he closed his eyes peacefully. Let there be both, he said. And so, there was.